It's October. Déjà, c'est October. I just want to read something kind of like haunting and spooky and eerie. I don't know if I'm so much into like gore, but something creepy. And get into the spooky, spiky, spocky spirit. It's just time, you know? Like, let's do it. This is the fit. We're going to Half Price Books. And then we're gonna go to Barnes & Noble. Because I always like to check Half Price Books first, you know what I mean? Gotta make sure that we're not missing out on a deal. Then, we gotta make sure that we get what we want.
Part 2, so.
There's not much here, I mean, there's a ton of books, none of which I know or recognize. Did I just get a water? Read the first page of both of these. This one just seems better, so I think I'm gonna go with it, but this one just seems, it's a lot of like short choppy sentences, which not a bad thing, but gave me a little bit of an amateur vibe. How am I literally drinking water? But I'm in a Barnes & Noble, so I have to poop. I thought that only was because of the coffee. The thing is really grabbing me. I'm really struggling here. I've been here for like 30 minutes. I have a Stephen King at home. I have a Lacey story. Like Final Girl Support Group is something I've heard of, and I've read Southern Book Club's guide by him, and it was good, but it wasn't scary. I want scary. I want gripping. Maybe. I don't know. I don't like that cover. Like a boat, like scuba diving, is that scary? I don't know. And this is like by Bird Box people, and I like the Bird Box person, but it's like about a pig. Like, I know we gotta think of plots, but how do I know if it's gonna be good or not? I wish I had a friend that's read all these books and could tell me. Maybe I should just like pick the scariest looking cover. This was kind of like interesting me, and it has a recommendation by Stephen King. Do you know what's throwing me off about this one? The title, The Chill. Like that title sucks. That's really boring. $60 for 3 books? I almost said never mind. I almost had to leave. Huh? $60? And I know I can do math. I can look at the back covers and realize that they're all $20. I know. But then you tell me that number out loud, and I realize I could have gone to Goodwill and gotten 5 to 6 pairs of jeans. I feel poor. How am I supposed to have fun at Barnes & Noble and just enjoy reading and being a fun book girly when it costs me $60? You want to talk about spooky season? Let's talk about the $60 I just spent. It's 8 p.m. I had a vision for this Mexican corn chili, but it's 8 p.m. Like, how annoying is it to actually make that? But that's like so fall and so like soup season. My chicken is like not even close to defrosted. I just spent $60. I'm absolutely starving, and my chicken is just Solid as a rock. These books had better be good.
This had better be good.
I'm doing it. I'm making the soup. Dinner time, right? I finished my soup. I got some tortilla chips. It's like limey and sour creamy. It's good. Corn. Okay, it's nighttime. We're feeling cozy. Aren't we, Moufette? Yes, we're feeling very cozy. I'm finishing up my soup. And I'm going to organize this jumble cluster behind me and maybe talk about some spooky October book racks as I do so. So one thing about my bookshelf is it's really not full of my favorite books. As you can see, I kind of had a breakdown about spending $60 at Barnes & Noble, and that's probably why I don't own many books. I find that the library does a good job, you know? Maybe I'll buy them in the future, but I live in a pretty small apartment right now. Eventually, it would be nice to have a library of sorts. Let's just take everything off and start fresh, shall we? Oh, wait, pause. A small book haul. I didn't ever show you what I got. So I ended up getting Last Days by Adam Neville. I saw it on TikTok. I saw a couple comments on the TikTok saying that they read it and it was really good. I read the first page and the writing seemed high quality. Then I got The Chill. Not loving the title. I think it sounds pretty lame. I think we could have done better. But maybe once I read it, I'll be like, title was perfect. That was what it was all about. It was all about the chill. But, you know, like, she's in a lake. It could be like, the lake is chill. No. Okay, I'm not good at it either, but like, the chill, giving it a go. I didn't see this anywhere, just saw it in the store. One of those little employees wrote a little summary under it that said, "These book pretty good." And then I got The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I got it for Adrian because he's going on a plane ride and he likes to have a book. So that's the book haul. We'll see where they fit on the shelf in just a few. I have an insane amount of journals. I'm not totally sure what my plan is yet with all of these, but I don't want them to be on my shelf. I gotta find another spot for them. Like, this is a sketchbook from when I was probably 12, and I still have it. Look at that thing. Ooh, spooky season. Okay, we've got a lot of books I don't give a stinking freak about. Let's wipe this down. Quick break to start talking about Halloween spooky books. So I've read 2 Stephen King books in my life. 2? Perhaps 3. But the ones I have read Misery. Loved this book. I think it's so good. It's about this author who writes this like popular series. He ends up getting in a wreck of some sort and getting saved by this woman who is a crazy lady. She takes him hostage and she loves his writing, she loves his stories, and she wants him to write the next novel for her. She's a great character, she's terrifying, and it's amazing how well he tells a story with just himself in a room, locked alone most of the time. But every time she comes back to the room, you're just on edge. She is so scary. And I thought it was a good book. Thought it was great. Stephen King, Bag of Bones. I was recommended by someone on a plane. She said it was her favorite Stephen King novel. I'm on like the fence. I'm like, okay, it was pretty good. But honestly, I can't really remember it that well, and it's definitely not a scary one. It's like just a kind of a mystery little thriller, like there's some ghosts, but they're not super scary or anything. While I'm over here, I also have my copy of Can You Guess What It Is? Literally no cover. This is Dracula. Dracula is a classic. You gotta read it. Some people love it. I thought it's okay. It's a little slow. It definitely has some creepy moments. It's got like an authenticity of like 1800s Gothic spookiness because it was written then. It's definitely fun and it's a classic. Dracula. My copy of Dracula. Hey, I don't have another $30,000 to spend at Barnes & Noble, okay? Perfectly legible, works just like any other book. Here's another October rec for you, Girl on the Train. it's got that unreliable narrator stuff going on. Could be fun. I hated this book. Complete trash. Aragon? Freaking classic, bro. Freaking classic. When I was a young warthog. Winnie the Pooh, so good. If you haven't read Winnie the Pooh, please read it. No, maybe not in October, maybe in November. Tana French, The Witch Elm. Highly recommend for October. This is a mystery thriller. It's about this guy who has to go live in his family's old home. And then basically they find a skeleton inside of the tree in the backyard, the witch elm. And then mystery ensues. Whose skeleton? How did it get there? What's it from? And it's all this big mystery and very exciting and great writing. This is Lacey's Story by Stephen King. I remember I bought this when I was like 15 because I really liked the cover and I thought it was beautiful, but then I never had the gumption to finish or even start such a thick book, and so I've never read it. I think I would like to read this month. This is on my list. Ill Will by Dan Chown. I don't remember reading this. I read it, I don't remember what it was like. But it's a scary book, and I have nothing to say about it. No memories, no thoughts. Okay, I'm kind of at a loss. I would love to fill up the shelf, but I don't want it to be full of these stupid journals. I actually don't have that many books. That looks nice. Like, I've really got to spend $100 in Barnes & Noble books to get from here to here. Oh, I also have a lot of books lent out to people. Eventually they will come back. Oh, I wanted to talk about a few that are gone right now. Mexican Gothic. This is a really good October read. This is like spooky, not horror, but spooky all the way. Mystery, spooky. It's about this woman who gets this letter from her cousin who's like all scared and like frantic and sending her this letter, and so she goes to help her cousin, or like to like kind of find out what's happening, and she's sent by her family, and she's sent to this big manor house in the Mexican countryside, and it's just kind of like, we're not sure who the bad guy is, we're not sure what's going on. Is it haunted? Is it not? Is it like a person? Is it not? We don't know, and it's all very exciting. That book I could not put down. Okay, we gotta finish this up. Alright, I'm done. So what if I moved everything right off camera? Right behind ya. Here's where we're leaving off. Looking good. This looks nice. I just kind of like added a little vase in there. This is my shelf. That's cute. That's cute. That's pretty cute. And that's just trash down there. Are you getting cozy fall vibes? Thank you for joining me. Don't look over there. I hope you enjoy some of my recommendations. And it's gonna be a cozy, spooky October. All right, bye guys.